Okay, in this video, I'm going to go over a trade setup that appeared on the 5-minute time frame for the Euro New Zealand. This was actually the Asia session on November the 18th, which was today. Well, for me, it was last night. This came in at around 8 p.m. This was pretty much the beginning of the Asia session. A nice little Euro New Zealand setup. The reason why I want to touch on it, not just to show you the power of CRT levels, but I want to show you where this level originated from and why it's such a powerful level. I think it's really going to blow your mind and really open up your eyes to see how exactly the market works. So what we have here is we have a push down into a support level on the 5-minute chart. By the way, the 5-minute chart, I usually don't trade 5 minutes. You need to be very skilled to do the 5-minute time frame, and it really should be not in the London session if you're going to do 5 minutes, because the volatility in London is just too much, and a lot of times you're going to have fake outs and get stopped out on the 5-minute when you shouldn't. So definitely do it in more of a choppier, slower market. But anyway, the 5-minute time frame, we have a nice consolidation zone right down here. Let me update my lines a little bit. You have a push down here, and then you have a push all the way across your chart. So this right here, when price comes back down into this level, you should definitely be watching it, because double bottoms, triple bottoms, consolidation zones, that kind of thing, head and shoulders bottoms, these are going to be very strong areas of support. So you have a push up here, and then you watch price fall back into that level rather quickly, which is something that I kind of like. This is a max move also, which was really helping make this a really good trade setup. So you have a nice consolidation at the lows here, and then you have a retest of that zone. So this is a very good area of support. Is the 150.57 to the $1.50.62 level. I drew my lines here again. If you've taken the course, I could actually, take it up a little bit. Anywhere down in here is your loading zone for getting into your trade. This whole region down here is going to be a very strong area of support. You can see that we whipped it there and immediately reversed. We went from, the low here was $1.50.62, and we actually went all the way up to this double top right here, which acted as resistance. Right up here would have been my final target, by the way. This is a huge area of resistance up here. But at any rate, we went from $1.50.62 all the way to do $1.51.35. About 70 pips of profit were available on this 5-minute time frame. Depending on where you set your stops should have been no greater than 20 pips below this low. So if you're able to, have a risk of 20 pips and make 70, you're doing pretty darn good. So, but this is a great CRT trade setup. You have a max move. You have a dynamic level. Everything on this chart is beautiful for this trade setup. Again, you see we retested it over here. This was not nearly as attractive, and if you've taken my course, you're going to know why. Still it bounced, it worked out. Again, down here, these levels down here are not near as attractive. This was very attractive. This right here gave you a good 80% plus chance of success, and those are really the ones that I like to stick to. If I'm not 80% sure that I'm going to win a trade, I am absolutely not getting into the trade. I stay out. So now what I want to do is I want to go through all the time frames to show you what I'm seeing here, and I want to show you why this is such a dynamic level. This is really why I made this video, not to show you the CRT that went 70 pips. If you go up to the 15-minute time frame, what do you have? Okay, right here's the level, and here is the bounce off of it. You're going to see that this level bounced right here because of this bounce here. And again, this bounce right here was $1.50.50 all the way up to $1.52. That's a 150 pip bounce. So of course you have a lot of buyers positioned down here. So of course you're going to have most likely a bounce off of that the first time around. If I go up to the 30-minute time frame, here's the level that we were watching for a trade. Here's the trade setup, 70 pips. You had the bounce here. You had the bounce here. Let me keep that off. If I go back a little bit, you're going to see this is a major pivot in the market. You can see we pushed into this level, created a double top, fell. We pushed through it, came back around, acted as support. Even over here, we had a push down into it. We had a bit of a fight. We moved up to the upper band, and then we crashed below it. We came back up, retested it, failed there. You can see we have a nice long consolidation around that level right here. Again, this is the $1.50.50 level. If I go to the 1 hour time frame and scroll back a little bit more, actually, let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Again, here's the level. Right here is your area on the 5 minute where we got in. Here's support, support. Again, the bounces over here, consolidation here. If I go back a little bit further, right here, you have a major pivot in the market. This is the H4 time frame. This is why this level is so powerful over here, because you had an H4 move of $1.50.50 all the way up to $1.58 essentially, a 750 pip bounce. So of course, this is going to be a major area of support. If I go to the daily time frame, again, you have it right here, here, here. If I go back a little bit further, you're going to see, whoops, let me get rid of some of these lines. You're going to see a bit of a fight around this level right here. You have a long consolidation right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 bars here. Small bounce off of here. So really in the past, if you look at these charts, right here you have a swing low on the daily chart, which was $1.50.50. It went all the way up to $1.72. You're talking a 2,000 pip move off of that. I don't know if there's anything on the weekly or not here. Again, you have this bounce right here, another bounce right here. So this level in the past, anytime you see something like this, you really have to monitor this because this is actually going to be a very strong pivot in the market. If we go to the monthly time frame, again, you have this here, this here. You even have this nice little pivot down here. It went just below it, and then we popped, well, $1.50 to $2.50, a whole lot of pips, actually $2.60. So there's a lot of support down on this level. That's why you are seeing the bounces that you are at this level. That's why it's so powerful and just isn't wanting to break down, because you have a lot of support on higher time frames. So anytime you see a level like that, keep a very good eye on it. So I just want to show you that because, again, another really nice CRT on the 5 minute time frame and a good look at why support was working at this level. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video.